I'm Aaron from Bosey Joe, and today we're using this live Dawless setup to build a track from scratch. We're going to see how it all kind of flows and get ready to record. Even though this setup is designed for live performance, I like to use it this way in the studio too. I just do record live takes and then edit and, polish as needed. So we're going to walk through the steps of starting with nothing. I don't know what we're going to make today, and kind of see how this setup, puts things together. I hope maybe you'll get some ideas for your setup. Let me know, what kind of things you take and run with, or how some of these concepts apply to the gear that you've got going on. The other thing is I've started a Discord server. So if you want to hang out and talk about synthesizers and Dawless setups, and you're a very nice person, just hit me up in the comments and I will send you the invite. All right, let's make some music, right? I am in the headphones today. So first things first, we're going to go over to the Digitone, and let's just open up a blank page, what's it called? A blank pattern. Cool. So we've got our blank pattern here. My Digitone is the master MIDI clock for this setup. So it's sending clock information to many of the other devices, and also program change information. So you can see that both the Digitone and the Digitakt are on bank H pattern 6. And then the TR-8s also changes, right? So we've got our fresh pattern loaded. Let's start with a groove. Let's make some kind of beat here on the TR-8. Let's choose a different kit. I'm just going to pick something random and see how it sounds. Kalimba?
Break.
That's funny. Oh, this one's kind of fun. I like this. Maybe this kind of 909. Let's do something a little housey, right? All right, we'll go back to the Digitone. I'm going to bump the tempo up, add a little swing. Can we add shuffle here? I don't know why that doesn't work, but I have to go into the pattern settings, go over. Or if you know why the shuffle knob doesn't work sometimes on the TR-8s, let me know. Let's add a little shuffle. We'll see how much once we dial it in. I'm feeling something just kind of 4 on the floor, right? So we'll go back into this TR-8 step recording mode. Let's add some kick and play, right? Yeah, well, maybe we'll make a little house thing. Some open hi-hat. Shorten it up. Got some delay on it from the Zen delay. Add some little hits. Ooh, maybe use this motion record thing. Add a little variation there in the hi-hat. We got our kick going on. Let's find a bass sound. I'm going to go with mostly, presets on the Digitone for the sake of expediency. But with the Digitone, what I like to do is I always have my bass set to track 2. And then I have a second bass on track 4. So when I want to move to a different part of the song, I just mute track 2 and unmute track 4. I find it a little faster, and I can have some more arrangement variations than just changing pattern. Sometimes it changes pattern, but for certain things I like to just have 2 basses and switch back and forth. So let's load up some kind of bass sound here on the Digitone. Maybe we'll start with this one just to see. I got the Keystep over here that is sending MIDI information to the Digitone, so I can play our little bass there. Yeah. So let's check out the tuning of the kick and just see where we are. It sounds like an A flat. Cool. So maybe we'll make our song an A flat. Why not? If the kick's already there, let's go. So let's have a little bass line. I'm going to start with maybe a 2-bar pattern. See what we come up with. Yeah, we'll do something kind of funky, kind of housey. 1, 2, 3, 4. let's see where it goes. I'm gonna modify this bass sound. Oh yeah, we got a little unison. Make sure it's monophonic too. Give it 2 voices. Why not? Let's see what happens with this. Do we have a kind of shaker? Oh no, but we got a cowbell. Let's add some claps, right? Everybody needs a little cowbell. Alright, we're grooving now. Let's have a little snare thing going on. When I made a new pattern, I got to go into the Digitone and turn on its external inputs because the audio from the Digitakt goes into the Digitone, so we want to make sure we can hear it. So I'm just opening up those external inputs here, panning them. I'm going to do the same thing on the Digitakt because I have audio from the LXR and my vocal processor coming in here. So now we're all set. Now we're getting some audio from the Digitakt. I like to use the snare and the Digitakt to double the snare here and also for fills. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to build a 2-bar pattern and we're going to go to page 2. Make sure we got the snare selected. And what was that fill I sang? Something like that, right? 3, 4, 1, 2, something like that. Make sure that the Digitakt is swinging. See what we got. I'm gonna shorten it up too. And let's make it a little higher. And so when I don't want the fill, I just mute the snare. Turn it back on. We're grooving. I'm going to roll off the filter on this bass a little bit. Just to calm it down, right? Because later we can open it up. So, save a temporary state, open it up, bring the snare fill. Now we got this moving. Extra fills, come on. Alright, bass line, groove, little snare fill. We need some sort of other like mid voice going on. So I like to use tracks 1 and 3 for these voices. I don't know why I do it vertically, but that's what I've always done, and that's the way I keep doing it. It doesn't really matter how you do it. I find as long as I have a system, like as long as I'm consistent, right? And I always do it this way. Tracks 2 and 4 for my basses, 1 and 3 for top lines, other sounds. As long as each pattern has that same organization, I always know what's going to be there, even if I don't completely remember what's going on in that part, right? So let's find, I don't know. I really don't know what we should have here, so we'll just find like a cool sound and see. Oh, we could do like a little arpeggiated thing. I don't know. Let's see what that sounds like, right? Bring our groove back. Take the claps out for now. Don't get rid of that cowbell though. Alright, I'm moving to track 1 on the Keystep. Oh yeah, we're in A flat. Something arpeggiated. This is sounding very happy. I don't know what to play. Maybe we'll just do this like repeating thing. Oh, this is fun. I'm just gonna add a bunch of notes like this, right? Add some more notes. I don't like that note. Clear it, but we're gonna try it again. See what we come up with. Come on. Let's add some effects just to dress it up. let's add something else. See what we got here. I'll stop it for a second just for clarity. And let's find another sound. I feel like we should add something a little meaner here. Oh, we could use this bass for something cool. Let's use this bass to add a second part. Ooh, but I don't want it on track 3. I want it on track 4. So now we've got this bass sound. Let's check this out. This is a little bit mean potentially. So mute this first bass. Now we're getting into building a variation or a B part of this tune. Let's see what we got here. We got our groove. Yeah, add some busy bass, I got it. Get it lower. That's kind of weird, I didn't expect that. Let's mess with the sound a little bit, see what we get. I'm gonna use an LFO. This is like pretty mean, but let's see. Add a little chorus there, maybe some drive. Oh, we need the ride going, right? What we got here? Okay, why not? Hey. Doing this panic thing. So we got this weird B part going on. Let's see how it sounds when we want to get back to the A section. Whoops! There's our first track. I'll turn this down a little bit. I also want this to pan a little. I think that'd be nice. Use a second LFO. Change the panning on this track. But that was cool. What was that? That's kind of nice. Maybe we use the first one for that. Where's my amp? Pan. Slow it down. It's kind of going around. I got the delay going around too, right? What's this first LFO doing? It says it's on volume. Oh, I see. What if we change it to something else? I kind of like that. Check that out. I like that because it makes it a little bit weirder, right? We can take it out. We want to be kind of normal. We need to jazz up this fill here. We're going to jazz it up with a little re-triggering. Yeah. Let's see. Wasn't quite what I meant, but I don't know if I like it. Let's see what we can do. Nah, not feeling it. less volume on that track. Yeah. Some real feel. Now we're adding some interest to that little plucky line. Let's see how it sounds when we go to our B section. 1, 2, kind of fun. Bring some more drive into our bassy line. Stop. Let's get the LXR in on the action, yeah? I like to use this for just sort of auxiliary rhythms, B sections, like other random drum breaks. So let's load up a kit. I don't know, what should we do? We're gonna do Craft Walk. Cool. We'll see how it sounds. Okay. We can have some fun with this. I like to just program in whatever, kind of unrelated to the rest, and see how it fits, right? Let's just check the shuffle. All right, shuffle 0, fine. So let's record in some steps. Yeah. We're actually gonna go to voice mode here, and I'm gonna choose the hi-hat, and I'm just gonna put those on the offbeats. So now we're hearing this hi-hat from the LXR. Let's see what the open hi-hat is. It's kind of fun. I'm gonna take the bass line out, just add in some little other hits. Drum 2 is this clicky thing. I like that note doesn't really have much to do with our song. Sounds like a B flat. What's a clap sound like? Some kick. We might adjust that kick. Let's see if we make that kick a little lower. So here's our kick we're looking at. Oh, it's changing on each step. Why not? Kind of fun. So we can use this to have a whole other like drum break kind of section. I'm gonna go to this drum 3. Check out this note. We need cowbell. We need that. So our little drum break section. I'm bring in my little arp here. Baseline. Right, we got kind of a nice bunch of stuff to play around with here, right? I might sing over it. I might add a lead melody line, but you can see how all the kind of elements come together, right? So I'm thinking next time we take this thing that we've got, which let me save it while we're at it. So now that we have all these elements, we can we'll put them together, and next time we'll record a live performance, right, with a bunch of different sections going into each other, one another. There might be a little bit more that we could add in the Digitone. There's a whole another track that we didn't really use, and of course we've got lots of sampling power that we could get into with the Digitakt. But for now, I feel like that's a good start to this track, and we can pick it up next time, kind of finish it up, record it, and then, you know, see how we want to edit it. All right. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you got something out of all this. Hit me up if you have any questions. I love to talk about this stuff. Go out there and make some music, and I'll see you next time.